It's me, Dr. Seymour Patience, the leading doctor of all things medicine. We are continuing our series this week in healing, and this week we will be talking about, is there a certain way I will be healed? Clearly, as the leading doctor of all things medicine, that reminds me of seeing patients. I just saw a fish who was out of water. Yes, you heard right, a fish out of water, and he was having a little bit of trouble breathing under the water. So I told him just to breathe. You are a fish. Everything will be okay. And I threw him in the water and he was fine. And another patient I saw, his name was Popcorn Pedro because he had a giant piece of popcorn jammed up in his tooth. And I took my forceps and I just gently tugged on the popcorn and it came right out. See, kids, I use different methods as the leading doctor of all things medicine to clearly help my patients. With the fish, I just told him to get back into water. With Pedro and the popcorn, I just pulled it out gently with my forceps. And that leads me back to the question, is there a certain way I will be healed? You know, I believe God can heal in many ways. In just a little while, Pastor Karina will be coming with the Bible story, followed by Pastor Jason with the lesson. But for right now, we're going to hear from your favorite YouTuber, Ashton.
What's up, everybody? It's your favorite YouTuber, Ashton, here for another video. As always, if you're enjoying my videos, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Now, before we get to your questions today, I recently struck a deal with an ad company to advertise one of their products on my channel. So without further ado, here we go. Hi, subscribers! Don't you wish that you could eat all the meat without having to cook it or even buy it? Well, that's no longer a problem for you. Introducing Meat Gum. Meat Gum. That's right, eat all your favorite meats as a gum. There's turkey, ham, roast beef, pork chop, and even bologna. See, I will try a piece and show you how delicious it is. Thanksgiving just got so much easier. Just hand out a stick of meat gum and everyone will be... Oh, I can't do this. Oh, maybe we won't do commercials anymore. Why don't we just get to some of your questions for today? Big Fluffy Unicorns asks, hey Ashton, do you have any other YouTube channel ideas? Well, Big Fluffy Unicorns, as a matter of fact, I do. I actually have a lot of ideas for other YouTube channels. Like one of them is where I have a show where all I do is eat peanut butter and jelly sandwiches. Man, that was delicious. All right, I'll see you guys next week when I eat yet another peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Bye! Pretty cool, huh? I think so. One of my other ideas that I have is to do a show where I have staring contests with all of my stuffed animals. Oh man, you win again! That's like 300 times in a row! Man, those are some cool ideas. You know, I might start doing some of those next year. But for right now, let's get another question. Sunshine Kitty 129 asks, hey Ashton, is there only one way God can heal people? That's a good question, and I'm not too sure. Let's check online and see if there's a certain way that Jesus heals people. This is interesting. It looks like there are examples of all kinds of ways of people getting healed in the Bible. But that was a long time ago. I wonder if God heals people differently today. That's a good question. And I think that's exactly what you're talking about in your lesson today. So that's all that I have for you in today's video. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see all of you next time, and I promise there will be no meat gum. Oh, that was disgusting. Bye, everybody!
What you gotta know, what you gotta know. Time for Boudreaux, what you gotta know. What you gotta know, what you gotta know. Time for Boudreaux.
up, kids? It's Boudreaux here. That's pronounced Boo-Dro. And I'm here to tell you what you gotta know. Today, we're going to answer the very next question in our healing series. Is there a certain way that I'm going to be healed? So anytime today you hear somebody ask you what you gotta know, you tell them this. God can do miracles in many different ways. Our God, He's a huge God. He heals people in many different ways. Sometimes He heals people instantly. Poof! You healed. Sometimes when He heals you, He uses doctors and medicine. Thanks, God. And in others, God just likes to do it in His own time and His own special way. One thing's for certain, He can heal, and He'll heal you however He sees is best. So, every time you hear somebody ask you what you gotta know, you tell them this. God can do miracles in many different ways. Well, and that right there is what you gotta know. I'm Boudreaux from the Bayou saying, bye-bye, you. What you gotta know? God can do miracles in many different ways.
Hey kids, it's me, Dr. S. Marty Pants, the leading doctor of all things medicine. Great job with the what you gotta know. And remember kids, whenever you see Boudreaux, hop to your feet and say that what you gotta know. Now just a few minutes ago, you heard from Dr. Seymour Patience. He made a claim that is terribly inaccurate. He claimed to be the leading doctor of all things medicine. But as you know, that is not true. So, I, Dr. S. Marty Pants, I am the leading doctor of all things medicine. So, if you have a nasty splinter, who should you see? That's right, Dr. S. Marty Pants. If you have a broken arm from falling from a tree, who should you see? That's right, Dr. S. Marty Pants. If you have a bruised noggin, who should you see again? That's right, Dr. S. Marty Pants. You know what, kids? Right now, we're going to sing a worship song. So stand to your feet and sing it loud.
Sometimes when you don't know what to do, it feels like you don't even have a clue. That is when you got to turn to God, because you know that He can do anything. Nothing is impossible with God. Nothing is impossible with God. Yeah! Sometimes when you don't know what to do, it feels like you don't even have a clue. That is when you've got to turn to God, because you know that He can do anything. Nothing is impossible with God. Nothing is impossible with God. Yeah, nothing is impossible with God. Nothing is impossible with God. Yeah. Yeah.
Hi kids, Pastor Karina here. Take your Bibles and we're going to be in Mark chapter 7. Jesus was traveling from one town to another, and on his way, some people brought a man to be healed. The man was brought to Jesus was deaf. He couldn't hear anything, and because of this, he couldn't speak either. Today, deaf people live all around us, and they have their own language and communities. They're able to live wonderful lives in today's world. However, back when Jesus was on earth, things were very different. This man had no way to communicate with his friends and family. Life was difficult and frustrating. Every day, this man faced really big challenges. Jesus knew the challenges that this man faced, and he was willing to heal him. So he took the man away from the crowd that had gathered and stuck his fingers inside of the deaf man's ears. Then he took his fingers out of the man's ears, spit on them, and touched his tongue. Wow, that had to shock that deaf man. I bet he wasn't expecting that at all. But you know what else he wasn't expecting? what happened next. Jesus then said, "Be opened." Instantly, the man was healed. He could hear perfectly and clearly, and he could speak normal. It was a miracle. He quickly went back over to his friends and he celebrated with them that he was healed. He could now hear and speak. Everyone was super excited. They were cheering and they were shouting. People kept saying over and over, "Jesus does everything well." He even makes the deaf to hear and gives speech to those who cannot speak. Everyone was so excited about this amazing miracle. And in our lesson today, boys and girls, we're going to learn that Jesus still has the same power to heal, and he can heal people in many different ways. If you or someone you know needs healing from sickness or hurts, listen closely to today's lesson.
What you gotta know? God can do miracles in many different ways.
Hey kids, it's me, just in time with your Kenyan Kids breaking news. This just in. Big shout out this week to Elijah Herrera, this week's winner of our Brain Drain quiz. Don't forget, kids, to go on and answer those questions to be entered to win an amazing prize. We would like to see more of you kids being a part of our Kenyan Kids Hope Group. To get more information or to join, go to the Kenyan Kids Facebook page and follow that link, or go to the CanyonHills.com website and click on the Kenyan Kids Hope Group. Lastly, kids, Kids Camp Live is coming up soon, July 14th to the 16th. You're not going to want to miss this event. Make sure you go to the Kenyan Kids Facebook page to register. It's only $5 a camper. Well, that's it for this week, kids. It's me, just in time, signing off.
Thank you. Oh, you're too kind. Please, hold your applause. Yes, I am the actor and I'm here to teach today's power verse. So without further ado, let's get to it. Just as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. Isaiah 55:9. What a stupendous power verse. But if there's one thing I learned in acting school, it's that you'll never forget your lines if you say them in a funny voice. Acting, thank you. I never went to acting school, but I have learned from years of experience that you must say your lines, or the power verse in this instance, completely in character. To help us, let's select today's character from our character box. Yes, today's character we will be playing is a booger. That's right, just a big old squishy booger. Good luck, kids. Acting, thank you. No, today's character is actually a hillbilly. So, I am going to become a hillbilly right now. Yeehaw! I'm a hillbilly. I reckon. All right, boys and girls, you stand with me on the count of 3 and say today's power verse in character, like a hillbilly. 1, 2, 3. Just as the heavens are higher than the earth, so are my ways higher than your ways, and my thoughts higher than your thoughts. Isaiah 55:9. Acting, thank you. That was fantastic. You're on your way to becoming as great of a method actor as I am. Acting, thank you. You'll never be as great of an actor as I am, for I am the greatest method actor in all of the world. I'll see you later, boys and girls. Exit stage right? Nope, left.
Hello, kids. It's me again, Dr. Seymour Patience. Clearly, the leading doctor of all things medicine. What a wonderful job you just did with the power verse. Sorry I missed the last segment, but I heard there's another doc in town claiming to be the leading doctor of all things medicine. Clearly, that was wrong. Anyways, I was so busy seeing another patient, as my name implies, Dr. Seymour Patience. Right now, Pastor Jason is going to come and bring the lesson.
Hey boys and girls, this is Pastor Jason and we are continuing in our series on healing, and today we are talking about, is there a certain way I will be healed? Now as we read through our Bible lessons and our Bible stories, we see Jesus doing amazing things, touching people, using mud to heal people, doing a lot of things just with miraculous powers. And you may think, like, is that how Jesus is going to heal me? Is he going to heal me the same way? Is he going to come down from heaven or appear to me one day and touch me and heal me of my sickness or my family sickness? Well, not necessarily. We want to talk about that a little deeper. And so our first point today is Jesus used different ways to heal people. Now, if you look through all out through the Bible, the New Testament, he used a lot of different ways. Like I said, he used mud, he laid hands on people, he just spoke a word sometimes. He used all kinds of different ways to heal different people. Now, he didn't do it just to show people how amazing he was, how good he was. He just had different ways of doing things. And that's how he's going to heal you. He's not necessarily going to heal you the same way he might heal your friend or your mom or your dad. He may heal you with over time, maybe seeing a doctor, giving doctor wisdom. Maybe the doctor might prescribe you some medicine. That's all Jesus using his hands and his supernatural works to influence the doctor or a surgeon if you have surgery. He could do different ways. He may even still use miraculous powers, and he may just heal you just like that with the word of his mouth and heal you of sickness. So Jesus used different ways to heal people, and he can still do that today. Point number 2 is Jesus does all things well. Now, unlike the doctor, unlike me or your mom or dad, we're imperfect. We don't have special powers or supernatural powers, but Jesus does. There's nothing Jesus cannot do. Jesus does everything well. He does not do anything average, below average. He does everything perfectly. So you may trust the doctor, you may trust your mom and dad to take care of you when you're sick, but you can rely on Jesus to do it perfectly well because he does all things well. Just like he created the universe, like he heals people, everything he does is well. So you can rest in that. And our third and final point is trust Jesus. Now that's a real simple and easy point. I think it's the best point because if you trust Jesus, you'll never be let down. Now if you trust in me, I'm going to let you down eventually in your life. I'm imperfect. I might be late to an appointment. I might be sick and can't make it. But if you trust Jesus, he will never let you down. If you trust him to heal you, he will heal you. If you trust him to take care of you, he will take care of you. And that's such a simple and powerful point. If you just trust Jesus, put your faith in him, and all things will work out for the good. So boys and girls, over our 3 points again. Our first point was Jesus used different ways to heal people. Our second point was Jesus does all things well. And our third and final point is trust Jesus. So boys and girls, I hope this encourages you today that maybe if you're going through a sickness or someone in your family, that you can trust Jesus in all these things and he will heal you. Thanks guys, we'll see you next week.
What a wonderful message from Pastor Jason, boys and girls. Clearly, we all understand now that God heals in many different ways. Oh, do you hear that? I think I'm getting paged. I wonder how I'll treat this next patient. I must go and see more patients. Until next week, boys and girls. Ciao!